Alright, hey guys, it's Melissa. Hopefully the lighting looks better once I'm done recording this than it does now. But anyways, I just want to talk about like how pro-life are we? We say we're pro-life in word, but are we pro-life in deed? I just called back yesterday the food pantry again that delivers to people. And as I am helping other women pull all the resources together so they don't have to do all the legwork I do, I get to try out all this stuff. I get to try out and test people and test their hearts and say, are they really pro-life? So, even dealing with churches that say they're pro-life, I've called a few. And I think if they knew who I was, or they knew that I was in the pro-life movement, they may have had a different response. But this one place I called, I called 3 or 4 times, so it's been like 2 weeks or a week and a half since the last time they came over. And I'm not complaining, okay, because they don't need to do anything for me. But when you do put yourself out there and you do say we are a food pantry who helps people, then I do expect that you will help. So they haven't called back. So I just kind of said to this lady, you told me you'd call me back the other night and you never did. And she's like, well, I had this going on and I had this going on and I have this. And she apologized, but so she's like, so what do you like for drinks? And I'm like, I don't really have any bad habits except my soda. So I do like soda, but I also like water, I like lemonade, I like this and that. She's like, so are you saying I have to buy you soda? And I'm like, no, not at all. You just asked what I like and I'm telling you. So, on and on it went. And then, how are you paying your rent? Well, actually, the other day, the emergency rental assistance program kicked in, so that was a gift for us. Well, what about this? What about that? And I was just about to say, how about I just call somebody else or something, because you really don't have a cheerful heart doing this. So then she was like, well, I'm busy tomorrow and I'm busy today, so when do you want this? And I was just like, you know what, if you want to come over here and here, these are the times that are good for us too. So I have always been somebody who, if somebody cannot do something for me with a cheerful heart, I'm usually like, you know what, forget I even asked, just forget it. Because if it's that difficult for you, I don't want the help. So I probably will say, why don't we get somebody else to do this? Because it's an awful feeling when you, I'm like, I lost my Social Security card. I am waiting for that before I can work again. My car broke down. It looks like the decision will have to be to fix the engine, because I did get second opinions yesterday. And they said, if that engine has a valve that's bent, you're in trouble. My husband was supposed to take care of my car, and he didn't. I kind of trusted him with that, so now I know I'm taking care of my own car from now on. So I have had help being offered with that, with a really good attitude. So the decision is I will be getting my car fixed. When someone's down and they're down and you kick them like a dog, you kick them like when they're down already, it's really prideful. So I'm just praying that God will deal with this person. I also said I had a cancer scare, so I have bills from before I got here with that cancer scare that need to be paid too. And I called the American Cancer Society yesterday, and they have help for people who do have medical bills related to breast cancer. Luckily, I didn't have it, but there's a lot of other things that need to be paid, and she's really questioning, why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? And it's just like, look, I just called you for food. Either you do or you don't. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and there's a lot of great churches. They are right there to help you. They're wonderful. But I will say there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the churches. A ton of work for people, not only to allow women who have had trauma in their life to be able to talk about it, because one of the best ways to heal is to enter that brokenness again and to be like, you know what, that relationship was broken, so we need to enter it again to solve it. That trauma happened, so we need to enter it to heal from it. And when you have churches that don't want to talk about abortion, they don't want to give women a platform, which I've seen, they don't want to really help people, but yet in word they say they're pro-life. This is one of the biggest arguments we are seeing, that people say, why don't you walk in my shoes? Come walk in my shoes for a little while and see how you do. So I think a lot of people are looking to not have that judgment put on them, because they feel like, if you were me, what would you do? So we want to be there so there's no excuse at all, none, to say, go ahead and abort. We want to say, we have solutions for everything and we can help you. That's what we really want. That's the heart. And if some churches, like I've called, and they're like, no, we don't help, click, kind of attitude, rather than, I've had to speak up and say, well, wait, do you know of other people who help? Do you know of other programs? Could you do this? Could you do just this $150 instead of trying to do a whole bill? And, some people won't even lift a finger. They won't even do like $150. So we really need to change in that aspect. And if we say we love, then we should act like it. And that's pretty much what I got for today, guys.